In the golden era of American muscle cars, there was one machine that broke through the noise with brute force and sheer audacity. It wasn't just about looking mean, it was about laying down rubber, snapping necks on the strip, and doing it all with style. This was the 1970 Buick GSX-455, a street-legal monster that made no apologies and took no prisoners. Welcome to Heavy Duty, where machines speak louder than words. And today, we're diving into a legend that roared louder than the rest. The 1970 Buick GSX wasn't just another muscle car, it was Buick's rebellious child. Known more for luxury than performance, Buick surprised the world when it decided to enter the muscle car ring with a heavyweight contender. The GSX wasn't about playing catch-up. It was about dominance, and it came in swinging with the biggest engine in the business, the 455 cubic inch Stage 1 V8. That's right, 455 cubic inches of American iron, pounding out a monstrous 510 pound-feet of torque at just 2,800 RPM. In an era where horsepower was king, torque was the throne, and Buick sat comfortably on it. Car and Driver tested the Stage 1 GSX and clocked a quarter mile in the low 13s at over 100 miles per hour, numbers that were jaw-dropping for a full-bodied car weighing over 3,900 pounds. 0 to 60 in just over 5 seconds? That wasn't just fast. That was rocket ship fast for 1970. Keep in mind, this was at a time when Corvette, Mustang, and even some Mopar heavyweights were struggling to break those same times. Buick wasn't playing games. And here's where it gets even more interesting. The Stage 1 package wasn't just a sticker or decal. Buick engineers added larger valves, a hotter camshaft, higher compression pistons, and a specially tuned quadrajet carburetor. It breathed fire and didn't pretend to be anything less. Mated to either a TH400 automatic or a close-ratio 4-speed manual, the GSX gave drivers control over all that power, and the heavy-duty posi-traction rear end made sure it hit the pavement hard. Only 678 GSXs were produced in 1970, and of those, just 400 were equipped with the Stage 1 engine. That makes this beast incredibly rare and extremely desirable among collectors today. It wasn't just a muscle car, it was a statement. Buick, the gentleman's brand, had built a brawler that could run with the fastest machines of its time and leave most of them in the dust. But rarity wasn't the only reason the GSX stood out. It was also incredibly well engineered. Buick used a more refined chassis and thicker body panels than many competitors. This gave the GSX a solid, planted feel that made it easier to control at high speeds. It didn't rattle. It didn't squeak. It roared down the highway like a freight train and looked damn good doing. Thanks for riding with us through the story of the 1970 Buick GSX-455. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more raw muscle and heavy machines, and drop a comment below if you've ever seen or been lucky enough to drive this legendary beast.